Calvin Simpson, author and podcast host of Life Through the Eyes of a Smile, also the founder of HappFul. And I'm here today to talk to you about self-publishing. Now, a question you should always be asking yourself is, why is this person on the screen talking about what they're talking about? So why am I talking about self-publishing? Well, it all started back in April of 2016 when I released my first book, Life Through the Eyes of a Smile. I had all the side effects that you hear of. I mean, the great big fancy ones like new revenue streams, speaking opportunities, opening up doors you never before thought possible. That one sounds super cheesy, but 100% you build yourself up with credibility and separate yourself from the pack. Those are all great, but that's not why I'm here to talk to you today. The unintended side effect I'm talking about is people started to gravitate towards me and really share a special message from their own life. Now, right up front, I talk about a very impactful time in my life where I was assaulted with a baseball bat. 3 months of my life, pretty much gone, so severely altered that they really just didn't mesh in with the rest of my life, but really set me up for who I am now. I share that in my book, and people started to read it and gravitate towards me, and this is what really motivated me to get more people to write books, especially when you've been through something in your life that others are struggling with today. People started coming to me and saying, Calvin, you're an inspiration. Reading your book really motivated me to move forward. I had this crisis going on in my life, this crisis, this troublesome time. You helped me move forward from that. And what I started to understand is a lot of people out there thought that they were alone in their world. And simply by me sharing my message with them, let them know that they are absolutely not alone. There's people around them in their life who are pushing forward and getting away from those circumstances that they had at one time in their life. That for me is where my motivation comes to help you get your book out if you have a story inside that you've moved through. That's why I put together the 6-month program. Now, writing is a troublesome process in its own, and the rest of the stuff like finding an editor, finding a formatter, finding a cover designer, making sure your book is good quality, putting it up on Amazon, launching it and having a successful launch, all that stuff comes extra, and that's a lot of baggage that really weighs people down and stops people from even starting. That's not what I want to see. I want to see you write your book. So day one, you come in, we already start going to work on your stories, on your themes, on your chapters. By the end of month one, we have the format of your book set. You've sat down with editors. It is ready to go. For the next 4 months, you are involved in writing masterminds with 3 other people going through the exact same process as you. You also sit down with an editor every single month to make sure that you're on track to get your book out in 6 months. Now, the 6th month comes, and that's when our team takes over all of the hard publishing work. Throughout this time, we're already going out there promoting you, finding people to be on board to have a successful launch. And more importantly, at the end of 6 months, you now have a book in your hands. Take away Calvin Simpson here, put your name, imagine the cover that you have landing in your hands, and I know the smile on your face is going to be this big. Now, I have this great, big, amazing goal to get to 100 authors this year, nonfiction, sharing life stories, really changing the world. If you have a book inside you, I want you to scroll to the bottom right now and set up a 20-minute one-on-one sit down with me. We're going to go to work. We're already going to start setting your book in motion. I'm serious about this. I am always value added on everything I do. So if you have a book inside you, I look forward to chatting with you soon. Book that appointment, and we are going to bring your book to the world.